wake of fierce competition in career. Each individual have a problem where regular working hour isn't enough for them to finish their tasks. So as more people got exhausted, struggling with deadlines, they start to overwork. And as a result, people try to find out ways so that they can keep themselves normal and won't turn insane. Just like that person. Over decades, people have come up with interesting ideas like hanging your hair on a roof or stabbing yourself with a needle to keep you awake. I mean, how ridiculous. This is a super ridiculous action for you to do to harm yourself to keep yourself awake. So, but this is not the reality. This is just a joke, which it's an old Chinese phrase which people use to indicate how angry they want to keep themselves awake. Anyway, back to the modern days. As our human civilization developed, our human became more civilized and smart. So obviously, let's get him out of here. Sorry about that drama, guys. What I mean by that is we humans have already discovered a brownish liquid which can replace the action of killing yourself and even have a better function as that. So, ladies and gentlemen, please let me introduce the 21st century most wild use drink. Coffee! Coffee, guys! Round of applause. Hey, what's up guys? I'm Dora and welcome to my channel. So today I'll be exploring about the topic about caffeine, and basically it's about how caffeine works. So I think according to our current knowledge, we all know that caffeine is a drug in coffee which keep you awake. And also I think by the end of the video you'll get some idea about how coffee keep you energetic. So how about let's get right into this. So first thing first, caffeine is a central nervous stimulant, which means that it will increase your brain and body activities, and it's being composed by 8 carbon, 10 hydrogen, 4 nitrogen and 2 oxygen, as you can see from this model. And also it's a vasodilator, which means that when you obtain those drugs, your blood vessel will be expanded. And also you can find caffeine in Red Bull, which is an energy drink, cola, and also some coffee beans, and also some tea. And according to data, I found out at least 90% of the world population have consumed this drug. So obviously it's a very well-spread drug in this world. And I believe people use this drug to get rid of their sleepiness, which is one of the functions of caffeine. So how does this happen? It can just magically remove your sleepiness. So this is what I'm going to explain next. So I think all of us have heard of the molecule called ATP, right? It's this complex molecule that will provide you with energy. So to make sure that we all have a very good understanding about what I'm going to talk about next, I use a simplified version of this molecule. So please pass me that model. So according to this model, you can see that ATP is being composed by 3 phosphate group and sugar ribose and adenine. So what you do when you're trying to generate energy is that your body will try to remove all those phosphate groups and just be left with this adenosine. So please welcome our technician to help me explode those balloons. So right now, obviously, I can't just stab those balloons by myself. I need to go catch some kiddo to help me to do those. Okay, what do we got over here? Let's go.
I can't hear you.
Yeah, let's go.
I want.
Come on, you're going to love this.
No, I don't want to participate in your experiment. So just I stab it.
Yeah.
Wait. Like this.
Yeah. Oh my god. Oh my god.
And the rest of them.
Yeah. Oh my.
Wait.
So right now ATP is being turned into adenosine, and adenosine will start to goofing around in the central nervous system until it reaches a place where it can activate adenosine receptor. And adenosine receptor will generate sleep, which means that it will make you feel tired. So basically, why do humans get tired after exercising? It's because your body haven't generated tons of energy and have been breaking down ATP into adenosines. So as more adenosine is being released into central nervous system, it would be more likely for adenosine receptor to be activated, which means that you would be more tired. So as caffeine being absorbed by human body, it will start to run around in your neural system until it either gets breakdown or being binded to adenosine receptor. Yeah, it's right. It binds to adenosine receptor, not caffeine receptor. So the reason for that to happen is because caffeine have similar shape as adenosine, which allows caffeine to bind to adenosine receptor. So what I mean by that is normally molecules and receptor have unique shape, which means that only one specific type of molecule can bind to one specific type of receptor. However, for adenosine and caffeine, like if this is the adenosine and this is the receptor, they can bind to each other, which is as normal. Like if caffeine have similar shape as adenosine, it can bind to adenosine receptor, which actually block adenosine from getting into its receptor. So since adenosine is being blocked from getting to its receptor, sleep cannot be regulated. And people's brain actually got tricked at that time when adenosine receptor weren't being activated due to caffeine. So because at that time, even if the people have spent a lot of energy, but their brain haven't noticed that a lot of adenosine receptor is being activated due to the existence of caffeine. The reason for that to happen is basically adenosine and caffeine have similar structure, so that caffeine can actually bind to adenosine receptor. So what I mean by that is like normally molecules and receptor have unique shape, which means that only specific type of molecule can bind to specific type of receptor. However, in the case of adenosine and caffeine, like just pretend this is adenosine and this is adenosine receptor. Like normally those two can bind to each other. However, caffeine have similar shape as adenosine. Like caffeine can actually bind to adenosine receptor just like this. So if caffeine is binding to adenosine receptor, this will block adenosine from getting into its receptor. So since adenosine is being blocked from getting to its receptor, sleep won't be regulated. And at that moment, human brain actually got tripped because adenosine receptor isn't being activated due to caffeine. And I think by now you guys have understand the key point of the video. And in the next video, we'll go deeper into like about how caffeine addiction actually happen and also some of the negative impact brought by caffeine addictions. So if you like this video, please subscribe and I guess see you next time. In a wake-up race competition in Korea, each individual has a dilemma. Never mind! We'll put covered and found in liquid things a stuff in it, which means that adenosine can actually bind
quest'anima consola e giubilar vi fa e giubilar vi fa e jubilar vi fa
双管齐下了。
至少
谁来发誓？
好难喝。